This is a short video on how to set up and program a Vista Dual thermostat. The first step is to set the current day and time. So to do this, we press on the menu button in the bottom left hand corner and then we press on time. And then from here, we're going to use the up and down arrows to set the correct hour, to correct minutes, and the correct day. And then once you've done that, just press the back icon. It'll go back to the main screen and the thermostat will have saved the settings that you have just input. Now I'm going to go through the different operating modes that this thermostat has. So the first one is manual mode, which allows you to bypass any time periods that you might have set up. And basically just operate the underfloor heating as and when you need it. And you'll know when it's in manual mode by the hand icon, which is down at the bottom of the screen, just where it says mode. So to turn the underfloor heating on manually, all you need to do is take the temperature up with this plus icon. We would normally recommend around about 28 degrees for a tiled floor. That may seem quite high, but bear in mind that the floor probe is taking the temperature of the floor, not the air in the room. So once you get to 28 degrees, you'll notice that there is now a heat symbol in the top right hand corner, which means the thermostat is calling for heat. And to turn your underfloor heating off, simply use the minus button, take the temperature all the way back down below the current temperature. If you have a laminate or wood flooring, we would normally suggest around about 22 degrees to start with, and you can up it from there if needed. If you're unsure, just check with your manufacturer or wherever you purchase the flooring from. But once you've got to there, the underfloor heating will be off, and that's basically how you do it in terms of the manual mode. Now, the second mode that we have is holiday mode. And with underfloor heating, we wouldn't recommend using the holiday mode, as just simply turning the stats off when you go away will prevent the heating from coming on at any point. So when you return from your trip, just simply turn your thermostat back on. So to turn it off, we're going to press the power button in the bottom right hand corner. That will turn everything off. And then when you get back, just tap it again and it will turn your underfloor heating back on. The next step is to program your desired time periods. So please bear in mind there is no on or off buttons to control your times that it will be on. The temperature will be what dictates whether or not the thermostat is calling for heat or if it's not calling for heat. So to get to the time period mode, we're going to press on there and it'll come up saying right here, auto mode. And to set your desired time periods, we're going to press on menu. We're going to press on edit setting. And to make it easier, I'm going to program Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday so that they're all the same. So in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice this, which is when it comes on in the morning. We like to call it wake. So you can set the preferred time that you want it to come on at, and then again, 28 degrees for when it is to come on. And then the one on the right-hand side is when it will go off when you leave the house in the morning. So let's check it to 8 o'clock. And then we want to make sure that the set temperature is 10 degrees. That will then turn off your underfloor heating. Bottom left is when you get back from work on an evening when you want it to come on. So if we have it there, and we're going to have again temperature at 28 degrees. And then the one on the right hand side is when it goes off on an evening for when you go to bed. So choose your time, make sure that the temperature is set to 10. Once you've done that, press the back icon. It will now go back to the main screen and it will have saved any of the settings that you have just put in. Now the Vista Dual not only operates your underfloor heating, but it can also operate your heated towel rack in your bathroom. So if you press on the menu icon and then press on towel rack, and you'll see something similar as to when you were editing your time periods for your underfloor heating. So you can have it come on at certain times in the morning, then go off, and then come back on an evening, and then go off before you go to bed. Or you can use it manually. So to use it manually, we're going to press on And you can either have it on for an hour and you'll have a countdown up at the top. You can have it on for 2 hours, 4 hours, or indefinitely. So hold means that it'll basically be on until you go back to here and turn it off. And then once you're finished, just press the back icon and again, it'll go back to the main screen. Now, these thermostats do have a key lock on them so that the settings can't be messed with. So to do that, just press the menu icon, press on key lock, and then you'll notice up at the top, there is now a padlock on the screen. And if you try and touch any of the buttons, nothing will happen. And to turn it off, just simply do the exact same thing. Press menu icon, tap on key lock, and you'll see that the padlock has now gone. Now, if you press on menu and have a look at the advanced settings icon, all of our thermostats are preset, so nothing needs to be touched in there. However, if you would like to switch the display on the thermostat from horizontal to vertical, you can do this with the Vista Dual thermostat. It just depends on how you would like the thermostat to be installed on your wall. So if you press on the advanced settings button, press left, and we're going to be looking for number 21, which means horizontal display. So if you press on there, you'll see that it changes the display of the thermostat. And to change it back, just go back to advanced settings again, 21, and then it goes back to the original settings. Next, we're going to talk about the Wi-Fi option that this thermostat comes with. So the Vista Dual can be hooked up to the Cosytoes app on your phone, which means you can control your underfloor heating remotely from your phone. So make sure that the Wi-Fi symbol is flashing up at the top. If it's not, just press on the menu button, go to the advanced settings, and then we're going to go to Wi-Fi settings, and then we're going to make sure that it's in EZ mode. So that's how you can activate it if it's not flashing. But once it is, we're going to switch over to the phone now so we can show you how to hook it up to your phone and basically operate it from there. So to begin with, you're going to need to download the Cosytoes app onto your phone from the Apple Store or the Android Store. It's completely free to download, and once you've downloaded it, you need to create an account, log into it, and then go onto the app. So from here, click on the Cosytoes, and then we're going to press on the plus icon in the top right hand corner. And once you've done that, it's going to go through to the section where you input your Wi-Fi password for your router. So I'm just going to quickly pause it, put our password in so we can get started. So once we've got to this point and we've put our password in, we're going to press next, and you'll see here that it is now loading the thermostat onto the app, which doesn't take too long to do. As you can see, it's quite quick. And then once you've done that, press done, and it goes through to the main controlling interface, which you can actually see is where you can operate your underfloor heating. So you can do it manually with the slider, which is the same as using it manually like we did before on the actual thermostat itself. You can choose the mode, so you can have auto mode, manual mode, or holiday mode, and you just need to confirm which one you want to use. And then in terms of programming up your weekly days, just press on that button there, and then you can see from here it does the exact same thing in terms of wake, leave, return, and sleep. So you can control it from there. You can program it to come on in the morning, go off, or come on back on at night and go off before bed. And then also you can press on the settings button, scroll down to the bottom, and you can see down at the bottom there you can control your towel rack as well. So press that to switch it on, go into there, and then you can either have it on indefinitely for 4 hours, for 2 hours, or for 1 hour.